Yeah. Because initially the plan was to stream at, like, the normal time, because I figured it was probably going to be out by then. It was not the case. And then basically I misinterpreted how, Steam does their, little, like, countdown thing. Where I assumed... Basically, Steam said, like, oh, it'll be up in 12 hours, but that meant not actually... That meant, like, less than 13 hours is what that meant, not actually around 12 hours. So, anyways, let's get to this.
Get ready for your 8th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Yes. The vile and barbaric enemy. So, where we left off previously, we basically, the big, like, gut punch moment at the end of the demo was we found and fought and summarily executed a more humanoid invader, which has me thinking, like, I've been kind of mulling that over for the last week or so, and it's making me think, like, it's making me somewhat skeptical of this hemo anima, right? Like, I'm thinking maybe it has some corruptive properties if we use it too much. And in particular, that's getting me thinking back to the actual mechanics of the game. Because it's not entirely clear. I know there's supposed to be like a bunch of different like endings and routes in this game. It's not entirely clear to me if these are organic changes based upon like gameplay and like the tactics session, or if they're mostly like dialogue choice based. If they do have a system that incorporates like the actual gameplay actions you take in deciding that, there's a lot of mechanics that incentivize you to kill yourself, to get your allies, to kill your allies in combat, and oh, it's fine, they come back, and even you get bonuses for it and stuff. It is all thanks to Humanima. I'm thinking, I think there's a high likelihood, if the branching routes are at least in part dictated by gameplay, not just like dialogue choices, if that is the case, I'm betting I think that's a trap. I think you rely on that, you get your allies killed in battle a whole bunch, and I'm betting they get like corrupted or something. Then you become the monsters. It would also tie in very well with the very short term length for our service here. Like 100 days is really short to be drafted somewhere. So that's like a really short tour. And I'm thinking maybe the reason it's so short is because after 100 days, you get like corrupted by the Humanima, and now you're like, you know, spent, as it were. Anyway, so that's kind of my wild conspiracy theories. Could be off base, but I think, I know there's a lot of gameplay benefits to letting allies die in battle. I don't think I'm going to rely heavily on that, though, because I'm suspicious that it will have some negative consequences further down the line. Anyway, let's actually do this now. Even with Sira gone, his automated announcements keep playing like nothing's changed. We'll need to discuss what we do from here on, now that we're on our own. I should go to the cafeteria and meet up with everyone there. Sounds like a solid plan. Maybe we can convince the rest of these losers to actually join the fight. Oh, speak of the devil. Maybe this is a dumb question, but do you think there are any animals around here? If there are, I hope we're not frightening them or destroying their habitats too badly. Yes, I'm sure their habitats are fine, as we converse with the eternal flame in the background. Like, talk about global warming. You know, I never really thought about that. The only living things I've seen since we got here are the invaders. So, Shuma, if you're concerned about stuff like that, you must really like animals, huh? Yeah, I guess so. I enjoy spending time with them, learning more about them and stuff. Oh, that's cool. I like animals too. Really? You're a fellow animal lover to kill me? Oh no, that means you have something in common with me. I'm so sorry. Don't worry, I'll keep this a secret. The last thing you need is to find yourself being lumped in with a creepy little flatworm like me. Quick, you'd better leave before anyone sees us together. I'll disappear into the background too. I'm good at that. Here, I thought I'd found something that would make him open up and relax a little. His inferiority complex is even worse than I thought. A lot of prickly individuals in this motley crew. But no, there's definitely been some weird happenings here, so gotta be on the lookout. Skeptical. No, not the entrance hall. Alright, so what's the plan, guys? Probably have at least a few days before another invasion. Another day and another delicious meal. How can you eat at a time like this? What better time is there now that Sire's gone? We can enjoy any food we want anytime we want. This taco rice set meal is simply delectable. I've never eaten rice this fluffy before. That's the part you're enjoying? It's even better if you put whipped cream on top. It really gives the dish an extra layer of sweetness. Does taco rice need to be sweet? Our conversation was interrupted by Hiroko clearing her throat just loud enough to demand our attention. My apologies for spoiling your fun, but could you listen to me for a moment? I have an important announcement to make. Okay, I hear you, but simultaneously I talk to everyone first. An announcement? What does she have up her sleeve this time? Life's too short to eat healthy. I'm all about that sugar rush. What's Hiroko want now? Maybe whoever's in charge has called us off now that Sire's gone and they're sending us home? Wishful thinking won't get you far here, I don't think. What are we supposed to do now that Sire's gone? Do we really gotta stay here and figure it all out on our own? You must have a kind heart to want to talk to me, but you really shouldn't bother. Just ignore me like everyone else. Would whipped cream complement curry? It can't hurt to add a little more sweetness, right? Whipped cream and curry? It tastes to get in my mind's mouth. Like, I'm not sure to be awful, but certainly weird. We're not talking to you. What was it you wanted to tell us, Hiroko? It's about our future plans. I'm assuming nobody has come up with anything yet. Yeah, I didn't exactly like Sire barking orders at us, but without him, we don't really have a lot of direction. Hato proved we can't escape on our own, so why don't we just cut loose and do whatever? Or we can keep fighting and see who gets the biggest killing streak. Loser has to slit their wrist right across their stomach. Oh, seppuku. Are they cutting their wrists or their stomach? Never mind, I don't want to know. Why are we even talking about this? If the school falls, mankind's done for. We gotta stay and fight, commanding officer or not. We don't know for sure that's true, or if we still get to go home when the time's up. We'll be in big trouble if we have to stay here forever, sharing a living space with a bottom-feeding parasite like me. It sure is just gonna depress you. I wonder how mankind is going to be wiped out exactly. Hard to say. It must have something to do with whatever's in the defense room, though. Sire could have had the courtesy to tell us that much before he got himself killed. I'll be taking charge of the school in Sire's absence. Follow my orders and we'll be fine. Guess we should have seen this one coming. Huh? Hiroko spoke in such a matter-of-fact way, slipping it into the conversation so casually I didn't even register what she said until a few seconds later. Wait, what? You're going to what? I said I'll be taking charge of the school in Sire's absence. If you follow my orders, we'll be fine. Oh, hell no! Why's it gotta be you? We need a leader to help organize us, to give us purpose and direction. Without proper discipline, we'll never win the war against the invaders. The war? I've told you time and time again, this is war. We cannot afford to lose. For the sake of victory, you'll have to cast aside any and all unnecessary sentiments. Hope, despair, joy, fear. You don't need them anymore. You don't need to know why we're here, or what we're protecting. You don't even need to think. Just do as I say and fight. Just fight?
Oh.
The invader attacks are only going to get worse from here on out. We need to be at our best and match them blow for blow. That means everyone here must fight. If you want to make it out of this alive, you have to be willing to put your life on the line. Risk your life to save your life. Kill others so that you may survive. That is what it means to be at war. Nobody had any response to that. Hiroko's stance was an extreme one. There's no doubt about that. But nothing about it stood out as wrong either. Given the extreme circumstances we were in, it might even be the most logical way for us to proceed. Violent, heartless, but logical nonetheless. There you have it. That's how things are going to work from now on. You may resume your meaningless prattle. Now that I'm in charge, you can rest easy. I will not allow us to lose. Hopefully she doesn't get, killed off next. But we got the resurrection machine. We'll all be fine. The cafeteria fell silent in the wake of that bombshell of an announcement. Wouldn't have the heart to make small talk anymore. The atmosphere was just too oppressive. Eventually, our new leader said she wanted to go and think through some new battle strategies and left us there alone. Feeling deflated, we gradually dispersed and went back to our rooms. Hiroko in charge. I can't imagine anyone else could keep us all in line, but still. All that stuff about not thinking and just following orders doesn't sit right with me. I feel like surrendering all control to her would be a bad idea. I need to do something to take my mind off all of this. We've got plenty of free time. Maybe I'll just wander around and look for something to do. Okay. Well, what do we need to do? I still like the idea of upping my literature stats. What's... That's... Map. Okay. I mean, so we could... Go down... We could talk with Takamaru. We could do battle training. It might be good to just kind of get some, Oh, Eto helps with math. Dream is still on literature. It's probably actually good just from, a metagaming perspective to get a refresher on the combat before we get into, a real fight. Classroom. We don't need that. Is it on the 3rd floor? Or is it the 2nd floor that has the little training room? Oh, hey, Kako, how are you doing? What will become of us now? We're figuring that out. We'll get back to you once we have a proper answer on that front, I suppose. Where is it? Training room. There we go. I don't think we have any upgrades we can do right now, but we can certainly go to the VR machine. We've already done level 1, so let's do level 2. I wonder if anyone real is going to join us, or if it's just us. Being lonely over here. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. We're starting behind them. Huh. That's certainly an inopportune formation. Okay. Well, let's think about this. We got Darumi. And obviously Darumi could take out you from the left. You could... How far can you get?
Let's
Takamaru?
freaking go!
Okay, you can take out those guys. So I think we can just about take out everyone. I only have 3 AP though, so someone's not doing anything. Alright.
Rev it up!
Alright. Takawara, you gotta go. And this would do more damage in total. I think this has got to be how you set it up. Also makes you maybe a more likely target to be attacked.
Time for battle.
Alright, can we like just straight up kill this guy? Because obviously you're the biggest threat. Okay.
Die. How unsatisfying.
Then of the remaining,
It's killing
and we could get
time.
Darumi. Take these guys out. Where are you gonna attack from? I would love. Okay, yeah. Here, get Darumi. Not to there. I want you to. Here, can you go like? Wish I. So if you're here, I don't want you. Well, I guess that works. Okay, you can go here. Then we'll have you move up one. Take out these two. That at least saves our most of the damage on our target here. Okay. Alright, so we've dealt with most of the immediate danger. Okay,
Here we go.
and Homicide level 2. That's not bad.
Fine.
And you, how much damage are you doing on your second? Only 2. It's not great. Here's what I'm thinking.
Let's
Takamaru,
freaking go!
head down here. We'll get a hit on both those guys, and you'll be standing there, well armed, defended. Okay. Should we just straight up kill this guy? Probably. Yeah.
All
Okay.
right, let's get started. I'll chop you to pieces. Broken so soon.
That gives us an extra
I've got
action.
this.
I could defensive stance, just get some armor. That might be the way to go here. Or I could deal 2 damage to all the purple guys. It's putting me in a pretty risky position tactically, but I think it's worth it. Okay, we're at 101% voltage.
Can't give up!
Okay, we got a lot of purple dudes. Could I special attack? Like a special attack right
That
now,
all you
actually,
got?
could really. I don't think I want to do a last resort, but like if there's a way to target all of these guys at once, but I'm not sure there is, unfortunately. Like, because I don't. Can I attack a blank space? Seems like maybe I can. So I can rotate. I can rotate the camera. That doesn't help with what I'm trying to do here. And now my camera's permanently rotated. Okay. And you can definitely take out all 3 purple. You know?
I'm
Okay.
not done yet.
That's not going to quite kill them all. I think there was a good way, though. Okay, there's a way. Probably.
Now then, to business.
Can move 4.
Let's go.
Okay, we start with Darumi.
Uh-oh, dead
Nice.
already.
Alright,
That
now
all you got?
I attack you folks.
Take that! Got it!
Darumi's second attack can finish you. So that's how Darumi works.
Fire! Totally wrecked! Alright,
Haruko
let's get started.
can just take out you. And with that, all of the purples are taken
How
care of.
unsatisfying.
Okay, now for the rest of you.
Full
Okay.
throttle.
You can definitely do this. That's gonna be pretty decent. Darumi now can go full movement. There we go. I think Darumi could go again, actually. Maybe? Yeah, attack right there. And Takamaru. Okay, can't quite get both. But I think Darumi's no longer on exhaustion. So yeah, Darumi then turns around and just takes these guys out. So alright, I mean, not a bad performance. Could have been better. Never mind, it was perfect. And looks like Darumi was the MVP. I'm not sure if how that's actually selects the character portrait, but maybe. Alright. I really do think hanging out with... Oh, hello, Haruko. We'll leave her alone for now. I would like to get my literature skills up, because that would allow me to upgrade my attacks and Darumi's. I should probably look up where Darumi is. Oh, Darumi doesn't want to hang out right now. Okay. That's fine. Since we could talk to Takamaru, get some athletics going. What floor is he on again? First floor, cafeteria. Gotcha. A lot of mechanics to worry about in this game. Right, and Danganronpa, deciding your free time is all about like story stuff. Like, oh, what stories do I want to pursue here? Who do I want to hang out with? But here's more mechanically driven, I'm finding thus far. Man, I need to get better at that game. This is cool. Hey, Darumi. Poor NPCs gotta have some crazy specs to be so blazing fast. No loading time needed for even the largest area guy. Right, you're like obsessed with that. Alright, Takamaru. Damn it, somebody's gonna pay for this. Sure. Why are you so angry, Takamaru? Pudding I had left in the refrigerator's gone. Can't you just have the machines make you some more? I know what kind of asshole took it, but they've got guts messing with a man's pudding. When I find out who did this, I'm gonna tear him limb from limb. Whoa, Takamaru, calm down. I get that you're mad, but you can always just use the ration-o-matic to make more. Don't be an idiot. Pudding tastes best when it's been chilled for a couple hours. Yeah, that's fair. I didn't know lukewarm, fresh from the machine pudding. Oh, it's over a little pudding cup. This guy's really serious about his desserts. Endurance up by 3, mobility 3. Which has given me the next level of gym proficiency. Which probably gives us the ability to upgrade Takamaru's skill, which would be good. We use him a fair
Howdy,
bit.
soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Okay. Looks like another day is over. Back home in the residential complex, I used to stay up playing video games and watching random videos online until late. I don't have nearly as many things to distract or entertain me now. Once night falls, all I can really do is go to sleep. Probably healthier that way, honestly. And so, my 8th day at Last Defense Academy drew to a close.
Up and Adam troops, time to rise and shine!
Okay.
Get ready for your 9th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness.
Yeah, we know.
Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Okay. Yeah, it's morning. Hiriko's in charge now, but what does that mean? Are our lives here going to be all that different from before? Anyway, I should head over to the cafeteria. Sounds alright to me. If you have any new tactical plans. Hey, Tsubasa. Morning, Tsubasa. Yeah, morning. You on your way to the cafeteria? Me? No, sorry, I really gotta get going. Where to? What is all that about? She's acting weird. Where'd she go? Tsubasa, where are you heading? Just don't do anything foolish, alright? And cafeteria's on the first floor. I don't know what I'm doing wandering around up here. I don't think this is the way. Never mind. No, not the way. We should probably investigate that strange room some more. It's not entirely clear what it does. Oh. Huh. Is it just us today? Coincidentally, only the people who are actively enlisted. Yeah, real slim pickings, huh? Is it me or the ones who are missing? The cowards who refuse to fight. Yes, that's right. They usually come here in the morning. Why didn't they today? Because I told them not to. They're not allowed to use the cafeteria anymore. Huh? Oh, we're starving them out. What? Why would you do that? Last Defense Academy exists to protect humanity from the invaders. Anybody who won't contribute to that effort doesn't deserve to use its facilities. Isn't that pretty harsh, though? I mean, the last guy at least let them eat, what was it, like plain toast or something? The way things are now, they'll never come around. It's time to start cracking the whip. I'm not going to let up until they shape up and start showing some spine. Let up on what exactly? You're in no position to be worrying about others. I need you to be ready to defend against invader attacks at a moment's notice. Our time is precious. You will not waste it. Is that understood? Without waiting for an answer, Hiriko got to her feet and left as unshakably confident as ever. Damn! It's gonna be all business from now on, huh? This is madness.
Hey!
It does sound pretty Spartan. I'm not so sure this is a good idea. Trying to force our friends to fight might only make things worse. Not like they got any excuse to keep hanging back. None of us get any real choice here. Not to mention this whole, like, not actually being able to die thing. It's like Hiriko said. That's what being at war is all about. I get you, though. There's such a thing as going too far. Wonder how else she's gonna put the pressure on them. I have a bad feeling about this. We ate the rest of our breakfast in silence. We were all feeling uneasy about what would happen to the rest of the group going forward. Once we were done eating, we went back to our rooms. I'm worried about what else Hiriko might be planning. But it's been a couple of days since the last attack, and I'm starting to get antsy. I'd prefer to not just sit around. I wonder if anything could be gained by talking to the others right now. Where are they? My friends. Oh, they literally just in their rooms. Okay, we could visit the rooms of the, like, insufferable people, I guess. Tsubasa, hey, I shouldn't go into someone else's room without permission. It's just common sense. Never mind, are they being imprisoned here? Hiriko, I need to... Okay, what's going on here? Hiriko, what are you doing here? Like, have we imprisoned our friends in their rooms? Hiriko, are you not feeling well? Could you shut up, please? I'm trying to meditate. Meditate? I was healing my mind by quieting my spirit and observing the sound of the wind. This war is a long one, so having a few days like this is a necessity. You're getting some mental respite, huh? Mental respite? Maybe I'll do some meditation myself. I meditated beside Hiriko and quelled my exhaustion. Alright, more analysis. Lovely. I'm smarter. Okay, now we definitely want to stop by the old training room. Not necessarily to do a VR training, though that's not off the table, of course. But we do want to upgrade Takamaru's kit. It's on the second floor, right? You'd think like, the layout isn't really that confusing. You'd think I'd have it mastered by now. Is it not on the second floor? What? You're back. Okay, she's back. Okay, and I'm almost certain, right? You need gym, okay. Which we got gym, okay. And what would this do? Gives us more voltage? There we go. Gym level 2 required for the next one. We need way more math to upgrade her. And I think for Darumi we're still on literature. So you need math. We have math, so be a better judge. There we go. Out of curiosity, what's our... So we don't have a new training mission yet, so... I mean, I'm not sure if there's any benefit to replaying training missions, but I'd assume it's, at the very least, probably a diminishing return, I would expect. Let's look for Darumi, because I really do want to get my literature skills up. We got... Okay, Darumi is in the 3rd floor classroom. Why do they have to have 2 math symbols? What does that mean? Does that mean he's better at teaching math? Maybe. And I think the math wouldn't be bad. That's the infirmary. That's the war room. They're in the classroom, right? There we go. What are y'all doing in here? Yo, what's up? Uncompleted proof of Hiroko's methods, but how else are we gonna make him fight? Right. I'm kind of interested in talking to Aito, just because he's got the double math symbol, which maybe means he's more effective today than usual. Hello, Takumi, would you like to study with me? Sure. Oh, so serious. What are you studying today? Lately, I've been looking into the history of the scythe. As in, like, the farming instrument? Oh, right, that's his weapon. My hero anima takes the shape of a scythe, so I thought I should brush up. The history of the scythe. Is that even remotely interesting? The rabbit hole goes deeper than you think. It only gets more interesting the more I research. They were originally for agricultural purposes, but then came to be used as weapons during the revolts. So you see, that's why those in power at the time couldn't forbid anyone from owning a scythe. Thus, scythes start to be seen as religious symbols. Now, the thing about sides in the modern day is... Ito excitedly shared his knowledge of sides over the course of several hours. Calculation and analysis. I guess it probably just takes more time. Like, I'm not necessarily sure there's diminishing returns per se, but seems to go up beyond grade 1. Takes more effort than going to grade 1.
You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Okay. It's that time again, huh? Urko's plan to pressure the others into fighting still had me worried. She'd already banned them from the cafeteria. What else would she do next? Whatever it is, I hope it's nothing too extreme. Dreading what the morning might bring, I slipped into an uneasy sleep, ending my 9th day at Last Defense Academy.